is up, guys? Phoenix here, and today we are going to be doing part 3 of our Ballora from FNAF sister location pixel art tutorial. So if you haven't been up to date, you might want to go back and check out a prior part of the tutorial. But for those of you who are on part 3, let's jump right into this. We're going to start working from the bottom detail and then start going all the way up. So anyways, we're going to start on the left side where we have these dirt blocks right here, and it's a perfect point to jump off from. Let's start from the bottom 5 flat we have right here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And all we're going to do is go to the right side with our placement blocks and go up and to the right 2 flat. Up and to the right 1 single. And it's going to be like a circular oval shape that eventually goes back into there. So we're going to up and to the right 2 vertical again. Up and to the right 5 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up and to the left 4 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're almost at the top of this little arch where it's going to flatten out and then start heading back down. So what we're going to do is switch over into singles and go up and to the left 4 singles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up and to the left 4 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we're going to go underneath with our placements and going down to the left 3 singles. Down to left 6 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And now just to finish off this little slant right here, we're going to go down and to the right 4 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we now have our left cheek. And I think we're missing one thing. We can take that final single and actually go down and to the right 2 vertical from it. And that should actually make the cheek look a little bit more fuller. And yeah, that's a good spot. So what we're going to do now is we're going to jump over, instead of doing the right cheek, we'll jump over and start shaping out the mouth. And then we'll do the right cheek. So going to the 5 vertical we have on the right side of the left cheek, we're going to go to the bottom block in it. So this one right here. And I want you to put 5 placement blocks to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're then going to follow up with a coal block at the end there. And that's where we're going to jump in and start the mouth. So from this single, we're going to put 1 underneath and 3 above. 1, 2, 3. And then let's work from the top since it's a lot easier to do. So from this top block now, we're going to add 3 to the right. 1, 2, 3. We're then going to be working underneath for now, so you put your placement block underneath or to the right. 2 flat. Down to right 3 flat, 3 times in a row. So 1, 2, 3, placement block, 1, 2, 3, placement block, and 1, 2, 3. From there, we're going to go down and to the right, 7 flat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're then going to put 2 placement blocks, or dirt to the right there. And then we're going to kind of mimic the side. So we're going to put another 7 flat to the right of it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're then going to go up and to the right 3 flat, 3 times in a row. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and whoops, 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Now let's round out the top of the mouth and then we'll start bringing it to the other side. So we're going to up and to the right 2 flat. Up and to the right 4 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. And from the block all the way on the right on this 4 flat, we're going to put 4 underneath it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now you can see it looks kind of symmetrical here, which is pretty good. I feel like if I finish the rest of the mouth, I'm going to have to do the teeth and the lips. So rather than finish that right now, let's do the other cheek since we're in a position to start that. And then we'll do the other mouth detail. So going from the 5 vertical we have on this right side, let's go to the top block and put 5 placement blocks to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From there, we're going to put a block of coal to the right there. And I want you to add 2 to the top and 2 to the bottom of it. Kind of like what we had on the left side. It's not going to be completely the same, guys, but it's going to be similar. Anyways, from this 5 vertical, we're going to go down and to the right, 2 vertical, down and to the right, 2 vertical again. Except from the bottom block in the 2 vertical, we're going to add 1 to the right, which creates this miniature L shape. We're then going to go underneath and go down to the right, 5 flat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then up and to the right, 3 flat, 1, 2, 3. The third block's already there from when we were building the frame. So now it's pretty much meshed well into the right side of the face. We can go back to the 5 vertical we have over here and start rounding that out. So let's go up and to the right from it, 2 vertical, 2 times in a row. So 1, 2, placement block, 1, 2, up and to the right, 2 single, up and to the right, 2 flat, up and to the right, 4 flat, 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is the top part of the cheek, so you can start rounding it down and making it curve out there. So let's go down and to the right now, 1 single, down and to the right, 2 vertical, down and to the right, 5 vertical, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then down to the right, 5 vertical again. But as you can see, if you have working eyeballs, it's going to kind of run into the wall we have right here. So when we go down to the right, 5 vertical, we have 1, 2, and then the other 3 blocks were already part of the face. So that's very good. So that's both cheeks done. Now there is some shading stuff that can be done, which I will include later once we have more of the facial detail done. So let's move back to the mouth now, and we'll work from the left side of the mouth all the way back over to the right side again. So let's go all the way to the left side, and let's just go to the 5 vertical we have waiting right here, and we're going to be working underneath it. So put your placement block underneath each time as we go down to right, 2 vertical, down to right, 1 single, down to right, 2 flat, down to right, 4 single, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Down and to the right, 2 flat. Down and to the right, 3 flat. 1, 2, 3. Down to the right, 4 flat, 2 times in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4. Placement block. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's the left side of the mouth complete. And if you could do it symmetrically, you can just do it to the right side, but we're going to go over that. So I want you to put 2 spaces, kind of like we did up there, and then 4 blocks of coal right after it. From that 4 flat, we're going to up and to the right, 4 flat again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up and to the right, 3 flat. Up and to the right, 2 flat. Up and to the right, 4 single. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it should look something like this. Now to make this meet up with the corner piece right here, all we're going to do is go up and to the right, 2 flat. Up and to the right, 1 single. And then up and to the right, 2 vertical. Perfect. So now let's move back towards the center of the lips, and what I want you to do is we're actually gonna just use I think this works just fine. We can use the gap right here to kind of just bridge it with coal. The thing is, the inside of the mouth is also filled with black wool, which is why it's kind of confusing to make up my mind on what to do. But I think what we're just gonna do is underneath like the lips right here, we can just go down with the coal. So let's bridge this gap with the coal. Make sure you mark the 2 that you've put there. And then drag it all the way down. There we go. We can do a similar thing to the top lip, but since we don't have a lot of the face up here, I don't want to just connect it to nothing. So instead, let's work on filling out the lips and the teeth and stuff. So for the lips, let's work from the bottom. We're gonna go to grab our magenta hardened clay. I believe it's magenta. I don't think I used pink for this build. So what I want you to do is go to where we have this extension going down, and you see we have the 4 on the left and the 4 on the right. I want you to go to this 4th block in our 4 on the left, so this one right here, and go down 3 magenta clay. And you can do that on both. Okay, now once you have that 3 going down, you can knock out the 2 top blocks. You really want this 3rd one right here, and we're just gonna add 5 to the left of it. If you're on the right side, you add 5 to the right though. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're gonna stick with the left side though. So make sure this is 6 in length. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. We're gonna up and to the left, 2 flat, 3 times in a row. 1, 2, 3. Up and to the left, 2 single. Up and to the left, 2 flat. And let's just make sure this looks all right. So we have 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2. All right, so let's go up and to the left, 1 single. Up and to the left, 2 vertical. And then up and to the left, 1 single. And that's it for the left side. For the right side, we're gonna do the same thing mirrored. So let's just go over to the right side and do that real quick. We can go up and to the right, 2 flat, 3 times in a row. 1, 2, that's 1. 1, 2, that's 2. 1, 2, that's 3. Up and to the right, 2 singles now. Up and to the right, 2 flat again. Up and to the right, 1 single. Up and to the right, 2 vertical. And then up and to the right, 1 single, kind of like we did on the left side. And that's the lower half of the lip. And it's coming out nicely. Now I want you to have light gray wool in your inventory. And I think we're going to be using dark gray wool as well. So grab some dark gray and just have it sitting in your inventory. So let's start from the left side of the mouth and work our way all the way to the right. So starting from the left side, we're going to go to this first single we have right here. Let me just mark it so you can see it. In our 3 singles, or it's 4 singles, sorry. And I want you to extend up from it about 5 to 6 dark grays until it hits the ceiling right there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's actually 7, but that's okay. And my controller just turned off. I forgot that I don't have it plugged in, but that's okay. Anyways, going down this same slant, we're working our way from left to right. We're gonna go to this final single right here, and I want you to switch over to your light gray wool and put 3 light grays to the right of it. Then you can close this off by putting 1 underneath the final block right here, and that's 1 tooth. Very easy to do. You can also grab some black wool for this part because they're gonna be bridging the gap with that. Let me just make sure my tray looks nice. So to the right, every time you finish a tooth, you pretty much can just put a black to the right of it as a space. So you put the black wool there, and we can actually put another 4 light grays to the right there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Once you have that, these 3 that have nothing below them get 1 underneath them, and then you can separate it with a black wool again. Once you separate that black wool, you can put 4 more to the right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then another 4 underneath that. And this kind of meets up. You see this is the bridge between both teeth. You can actually mirror this over to the other tooth if you want to, but I will still guide you. So after this 4 right here, we're gonna put a 2 space. And then do the same thing. We're gonna have 4, 4, like that. Once you have that tooth mirrored over to the right side, you're gonna put 1 black wool to the right of this top block right here. Then to the right of this black wool, we're gonna put 1 light gray and then another on top. like that. Bottom row is going to get 2 to the right, and top row is going to get 3 to the right. So 2 to the right here, 3 to the right there. Then you can put a black wool to the right again. And just to finish off this tooth, if you remember what we did on the left side, we're going to put 1 right here in this little corner. And then above it, we're going to put 3 going to the right. Very easy. Now, if you want, I'm not doing it now, you can fill in each of these rows with black wool. Fill in the entire row. She doesn't have any top row teeth in my build, so it should be very easy for you guys to do. But we still have to do the top row of lipstick and also the top row, like heading up into the teeth and stuff. So let's get that going on the road. Switch over to your magenta clay, and where we have this 3 sets of 3 flat on the top row of teeth, I want you to find the top one, so this one right here, and we're going to put 7 magenta going to the right side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And on the left side, we're going to put 7 going to the left of the first 3 flat in our 3s. So 7 to the left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're then going to go up and to the right 3 flat, up and to the right 2 flat, and then down and to the right 1 single. And we can do that to the right side now. We're going to go up and to the left 3 flat, up and to the left 2 flat, and then down and to the left 1 single. And if you notice, this gap right here looks kind of like what we have to do on the bottom. So we're actually going to be doing something similar to that. I think we can extend it up all the way to the top. So that's what we'll do. So in between the 2 lip spots right here, let's bridge it. And then we can extend it all the way up until it meets that gap up there. So let's do that. So let's just drag both of these up. And I did have a specific number that I was going to count to, but since it's just going to go all the way up to the top right here, let's just do that. So once you meet up to this top, like bridged area right there, you can go onto the second row and drag it down. And voila. There we go. So now the lips are complete. The teeth are complete. The cheeks are complete. Then all we have to do left are the eyes and eyebrows, and then the top detail in the hair, which she just has like these little bead thingies. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of set up the nose, and once we set up the nose, we'll have only 1 part left in the tutorial, and then we will be done next time. So let's set up the nose right now by going above the lips. And what we can do is we're gonna go from these singles that are really close to the top of the lips. And let me see how much higher we need to go. We need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 spaces above it, and then a block of coal. So let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then a block of coal. Let's do that on the right side too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then a block of coal. Perfect. And that's where we're going to be starting the nose off. So from the left single, we're going to go up and to the left 2 flat, down and to the left 2 flat, down and to the left 1 single, and we'll do the same thing on the right side. We're going to go up and to the right 2 flat, down and to the right 2 flat, and then down to the right 1 single. And if you know from the thumbnail, there is a little bit of the nose up there, where there's like a little arching thing. So we will do that. What we're going to do is go to this bottom 2 flat, not the top one, the bottom one. And on the left block, we're actually going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spaces, and then a block of coal. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 coal. And on the right side, we're going to go to the bottom 2 flat. And on the right block, we're going to do the same thing. So 7 up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then a block of coal. Perfect. Now, from there, we're going to go up and to the right on the left side, 3 vertical. And on the right side, we're going to go up and to the left 3 vertical. Perfect. Now there are some shading stuff that can go on underneath the nose, but like I said, I didn't really want to do shading yet, so I don't really know if I want to touch on that, but I think I might just do it right now. So what we'll do is underneath the single, we'll go with our light gray wool. So grab that if you can. So underneath this single part of the nose, we'll put 1 light gray wool underneath. We'll then go down into the right 2 flat, and then down to the right 3 flat. And we'll do the same thing to the right side. Underneath this single, we'll put 1 underneath, down into the left 2 flat, and then down to the left 3 flat. And you can color in this with light gray. So next time we're going to finish the eyes, the eyebrows, and the top of the hair, and then we'll go over the colors and be completely done. So hopefully you guys enjoy this. It should only be 4 parts. This is Phoenix, and as always, I will see you guys later. Bye.